This here is from Megan's Mole, and a lot of times these clips get out where Harry's looking at Megan with this puss in his face, or like he's really irritated, or he's really thinking something like, what the heck's going on in this woman's mind? Now, I've got mixed feelings. On one hand, we could be capturing just a little snippet of time. For all we know, she could be saying something like, this is the color of my old one. I don't like this one anymore. And Harry's looking at her like, I can't remember that. Was that 2 years ago? Fill in anything you want. I think we tend to think the worst. Having said that, sometimes it does look pretty telling. Now, having said what I just said about my speculation where we could be getting it wrong, odds are that it could be that because these faces are so extreme and they look so obviously irritated a lot of the time, we are getting it right. So Megan's Mole says, yikes, the look Prince Harry has given Meghan is definitely not the look from a loving husband, proud to have his wife by his side. Gotta note, we've only got 2 seconds here, so it's a big statement, but I wouldn't tend to doubt the odds are with us that it's negative. This person adds this, Trump was right, you're terrible. I think most people do agree with him on that. I'll give it a heart. If you don't agree, that's fine too. I guess let me know why. And Denzi says he's listening to her intently like she's Einstein. I don't know why anyone thinks he's coming to his senses. He's in a cult of Meghan. He may rebel here and there, but he'd sooner jump in a vat of acid than divorce this variation of Jim Jones. Okay, it was kind of funny. I'll give it a heart. Lisa says he'll never leave her. And I hear statistics say men leave relationships less than women. I hear divorce rate for women is like 80%. I mean, they trigger 80% of divorces or 70% or something very high. So going by that statistic, yeah, odds are he wouldn't leave and he's got a lot more to lose. If she leaves, she got nothing to lose. She's older. I mean, she's past her prime of going out and falling in love again, but she loses a lot less than he would. And she started with nothing. Excuse me, a roll on Suits. That's what she started with. And Patriotic Penguin says he might be slightly waking up from the fog he's been in, but he's trapped. He can't take his kids and go back to England without her, even if his family welcomed him. Don't get me wrong, I believe it's his own fault for going along with her, but she definitely played him. Yeah, I'd say so too, man. I guess it's easy for a guy to say, well, if I was rich and famous, I'd find a good girl and she would be just right, just the right age, just the right intelligence, blah, 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 blah. But I guess when you're actually in the situation, in real life, really meeting people and connecting, maybe things are a little different. It's got to be easier to judge looking from the outside. It just seems like you could do better than a D-level Suits actress if you're British royalty. Actually, what am I saying? You know what? Probably if Harry threw a tennis ball into a crowd of women who was as attractive as Meghan and the same age when they met, probably anyone he hit would have been better. Let's keep going. Several channels have been running reruns of Suits. I started watching, and after several episodes, it became clear that Meghan and her Suits character are the same person. Well, I guess people do call her Rachel. Her father is a hotshot lawyer, and she came from a privileged background. She gets into Harvard Law School. Everyone tells her how smart and beautiful she is, although I don't see the beauty. She pouts and rages when she doesn't get her way. She often speaks in the creepy, breathless way we've seen Markle doing. It's bizarre. She was just playing herself. All right. Anyway, there you have it. Of course, you got to be careful if you make an opinion too quick over a 2-second clip. However, keep in mind, there's a lot of clips like this. So the more we have of it, the clearer you can judge. It's not like the only clip like this. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.